One gave a small smile, nodding her head slightly as she listened to him. The man named Chen was her father's business partner. They were meeting today for a marriage proposal arranged by Wan's father. I feel so relieved, Wan. Thank you. Why? Because it's you whom I'm going to marry soon. The thought making me relieved and excited too. What about you? He gave a bright smile, but she didn't answer and looked down in silence. He gently grabbed her palm, making her look at him. Then she spoke. Me too, Jen. Glad to hear it. It's been so much. Shall we go back? I would like to drop you at your home, Joe. It's okay, you can go. You have already spent so much time with me today, even though you are busy. Because you are my future wife. Bye. He got up, taking his phone out of his pocket as he left. Her eyes became blue at his words, future wife. This deeply affected her because her ex used to call her that when they were in a relationship. The grand hall was filled with joy as guests watched the wedding. The priest was reading the marriage vows. Chen glanced at one who stood beside him. He grabbed her hand, making her look at him. Hold your tongue. The sudden interrupting voice and noise in the hall made Chen look back. Wan's heartbeat raced as she recognized the voice. She turned back in disbelief, seeing her ex-boyfriend approaching with his hands stuffed into his pant pockets, wearing a suit, made her speechless. Who the hell are you? Who am I? That's none of your business. Get away from my bride if you don't want to pay the price for staying. Wan was frozen by his climb, that she was his bride. Then Jungkook smirked at her reaction and tilted his head. When Chen tried to confront him, Jungkook silently took a gun from his pocket, glanced at Chen. Chen's father understood the price Jungkook had mentioned earlier, and he came forward trembling. No, please, I'll take my son away from here. He grabbed Chen's arm and tried to drag him, but Chen looked at Wan and saw that she was frozen, paying attention only to her ex-boyfriend. Chen's father didn't give him time to say anything. He just dragged him away in fear. Jungkook was approaching when Wan's dad tried to stop him, but Jungkook's guards pulled him away. Wan swallowed hard as Jungkook stood in front of her with a proud and dark smile. Do you think I'll give up on you and let you marry another girl? Do you still think I'm yours? Of course, yes. You're mine, not any. And you need to marry me anyway. No, I can't. Suddenly, her father screamed in fear. She looked on but couldn't see him. She tried to go find him, filled with fear and concern, but Jungkook grabbed her elbow and pulled her back. Let go of me. Where is my father? She tried to free her hand from his grip, but he chuckled and responded. Look, he was fine just now, and he will be fine too, but you should marry me. She shook her head in denial reluctantly. No, I can't. Once again, her father's scream made her flinch, and that made Jungkook speak with a dark look in his eyes. Do you want to lose your father that much, rather than agreeing to marry me? She was on the edge of the tears as her father's screams filled with air. The fear crept in from one side, while his dark gaze sent shivers down her spine. But her priority was her father's safety, not her own. I'll marry you, please leave him. She smirked then gestured to his guards to drag her father over. He glanced at the priest, raising an eyebrow, to make him start reading the marriage vows. Congratulations, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Wan swallowed when Jungkook clenched her lips. She gulped and shook her head, stepping back. but he pulled her by her waist, about to smash his lips to hers. But she turned her face to the other side, saying no, facing her cheek to his lips. He exhaled his breath over her chin and whispered near her ear, loosening his grip on her waist. You don't have the right to say no. It's my will, what I kiss or do. Just let yourself to be free to me. He stepped back, looked at the people under her, and then clashed at his skirts. Bring my wife to my mansion. There is some balance pending that I need to settle with her father now. Vaughn was staring outside through the glass window with teary eyes. She was still in her waiting dress with her hair open. She was alone in the room, tears filling in her eyes. Her mind was filled with so many negative thoughts, wondering what would happen if Jungkook came to the bedroom. The seconds passed in a deep gaze. Finally, his lips broke away from hers to let her catch her breath. She looked at him shyly, wiping her lips. I really love you, but. But what else, Jungkook? You told me you love me too, but why are you hesitating again? Her voice grew heavy with fear, which he understood. He pulled her by her arm, hugged her, pressing her head against his heart, letting her hug him back. I'm just scared. What if both our parents are still against our marriage? But I'll try my best. If they still don't accept it, then trust me, I won't even hesitate to do it. No matter what it takes. Really? Promise you, you're mine. I'll marry you. She broke the hug and smiled at him. Seeing her smile, he sensed she no longer feared this matter. Okay, it's getting late. Drop me at my home. He nodded. It's okay, Jungkook. Before Jungkook could say anything, she smashed her lips to his, leaving him froze in shock. That's when the door of the room opened. Jungkook pushed Leah back when he heard the voice of another. Jungkook? She saw one standing with her father behind her, two girls also behind, and tears forming in her eyes, the way she was looking at him and Leah. Well, she kissed me suddenly. There is nothing between us. Stop your damn lie. You said you are going home. Then why are you here? Now with your ex-girlfriend. When my father said you were cheating on me, I talked back to him to defend you. I came here to prove him wrong. But I was a fool to believe in you, thinking you were love and would marry me. Vaughn, you are misunderstanding everything here. There is nothing misunderstand. Let's break up. Ellen. She turned back to leave, wiping her tears. Jungkook tried to stop her, but before he could, her curse stopped him. She left, even though he was screaming and calling her name. She returned from the flashes of her past, wiping her tears. After the breakup, she never met or listened to Jungkook again. He's the one who cheated on me. Now, why did he forcefully marry me? How is my father now? Where did he even take me? Why? She was tense, tears still in her eyes, but her attention went to the doorway when the doors of the room opened. She shivered as the person entering was none other than Jungkook. She was about to step back, but there was no space behind her as she was already standing near the wall. He came and stood in front of her. Did I make you wait for me? Where is my father? She asked about her father instead of answering him. He exhaled in annoyance, glancing at her. Don't ask me about that. How dare you call my father? She was about to slap him, but he grabbed her arms and pinned them to the wall, bumping his body against hers, making her back hit the wall. She hissed in pain. Stay away from me. I hate you. Vaughn, I know you still love me. There's nothing I have for you, but I hate you so much. Stop saying you hate me. I won't stop because I hate you that much. Are you gonna shut your mouth? I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. She pushed against his chest, making him stumble and breaking the aggressive kiss. He glanced at her with burning eyes as she wiped her lips with disgust. Then he realized what he had done. It's you, one, who made me do this. I warned you, but you triggered me very strongly. Tears fell from her eyes as she was still wiping her lips with disgust. She looked away, finding it hard to see. My bad if you think I crossed your line now, but it's really you who provoked me. She was crying, not answering him. It made her appear to him like she was scared of him. Don't be that scared. Sleep here or sleep in my bedroom if you're scared of me. He left, closing the door without making eye contact. When Vaughn woke up, she was confused. A maid was already beside the bed, holding a dress in her hand. Good morning, ma'am. Morning. Vaughn looked around to see him, but he wasn't there as usual. Didn't he come back? Where was he? I don't know, ma'am. But the master ordered me on the call to help you to freshen up and wear this dress. I don't need your help. You can go. But can you please leave? Okay, ma'am. She left, lowering her head. Where was he? Is he hunting my father? Or has he gone on a mission? She chuckled strangely. Of course, he would have gone to leave that. But if he still wants her that much, why did he marry me? Are you missing me that badly already? She looked back over her shoulder and found him already coming with a tight smile on his face, which made her eyebrows furrow. This isn't that old for you to still wait and miss a cheater like you. When she called him cheater, it made him angry, but he clenched his teeth and tried to speak calmly. Look, I'm not a cheater. Then who are you actually? A loyal person to his beloved one. Even when she misunderstood him and left him, he was still trying his best to catch her again. Such a actor, even though he cheated, still pretending to be loyal. She rolled her eyes and was about to leave, but froze when she heard his screaming with full of pain. Then she turned back nervously. I said, I'm not a cheater. She was speechless as witnesses his angry tears rolled down his red eyes. Why can't you try to understand me at all? Listen, I got trapped with my ex that day without realizing it. But I found out your father was behind it all. No matter how much I confronted him, that wouldn't even speak. My father? Yes. The doors of basement opened. Mr. Kim glanced at the doorway and saw chuckled. Why did you come again? Do you want to beat me now? I know that even if I kill you, you would be ready. But don't tell me what I want. Father's dad burst into laughter. Then why the hell did you capture me here? Trying to scare me? Just leave me already. Or kill me already. How poor girl. How can you even be ready to kill me? If you kill me, then you will be a cheater forever in one's eyes. He mocked Jungkook again, laughing, holding his tongue. But froze when Jungkook moved aside, revealing Wan behind him, standing with pale eyes. Seeing him, he stuttered. When did you even go? So it was all your trap to make Jungkook and me break up? As she asked, tears dropped from her eyes. Even without fully understanding, she realized that her father was the reason for everything. What are you even asking your father like that? Stop it, father. Just explain to me why you did this to both of us. Well, yes, I was the one who did this. I tried to tell you to leave him, but you never listened to me. Even when you tried to convince me, I just didn't like this. Jungkook, because he was poor at the time, I thought of many ways to make you hate him. But in the end, I found out he has a next. I made her and threw money on her face to act. She also made a phone call to Jungkook telling him why I was there. Then he came to her apartment hurriedly, but at the exact time when I took you there, then she successfully made you believe that he was cheating. He was speaking but went silent when he saw her crying silently. Then he hesitated before approaching her. But whatever I did was just make you marry a rich guy. She suddenly slapped him, which was also shocked Jungkook. Mr. Kim was about to speak again, but she slapped him again. I regret so much that I considered you my father, even though you are just my stepfather. Forgive me, I was just ask forgiveness for my husband. One star glanced at Jungkook. My apologies. Please forgive me. Jungkook shook his head and laughed. After he left, Van chuckled and spoke. You deserve to be captured as a prisoner in this darkness, Mr. Kim. What? Are you crazy? This is too much punishment. Even though I apologize, that's not even 1% of the pain you have caused both of us, Mr. Kim. What? No. You can't give me this much punishment. She turned back and left. Vaughn, don't go, please. She slammed the door in his face, closing it. When Vaughn saw Jungkook with his back turned toward her legs began to tremble. She struggled to hold back her tears, feeling guilty, and tried to summon the courage to speak, even though he wasn't facing her. She lowered her head in regret as her mind recalled how he used to tell her he wasn't a cheater and how much he suffered. Then she shut her eyes to control herself. She couldn't stay away from him anymore. Overcome with tears, she ran to him and hugged him from behind. Jungkook, I'm really ashamed of misunderstanding you. I'm truly sorry. She was crying as she was apologizing, but he released her from his waist and turned to face her. How many times have I told you I didn't do anything, but you didn't even try to believe me, and you were ready to get married? I agree. I never tried to understand, but it's because of my father. He poisoned me with his words, making my heart shut and pushing me to stay away from you. Forgive me, Jungkook. I agreed to marry that man just for my father. He said he would die if I refused. Please understand and try to forgive me. She joined her hands together, crying badly. Then Jungkook felt bad for her situation. He held her hand and blinked his eyes, and understanding he was forgiving her, she hugged him. Thank you. No need to thank me. We are husband and wife. She looked at him with her tear-filled eyes. I swear on my life, I will never leave you until my last breath.